What's going on, everybody? It's the Hook Cam back again with another film breakdown, this time doing a very abridged version with the Niners and the Saints. This is a Niners-focused film breakdown, just taking a look at some of the big plays, some of the touchdowns. Phenomenal game from the Niners this week. Both teams really did very well offensively moving the rock. But anyway, we'll dive into the Niners stuff in a second. Before we do, if you could hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know it's cheesy. I hate saying it. It's corny, but it does help the channel. And I appreciate all the support that I've gotten so far. But that's about all I got for the intro, guys. Let's dive on into this football game. All right, everybody. First play we're taking a look at here for the Niners. First and goal inside the 10. One of the biggest things that I always say about goal line defenses is they stick with man, right? You're always going to stick with man whenever you're inside the 10, inside the 5. That's going to be the go-to. Once you start getting out more into the true red zone, right? We're talking 25, 20. Maybe some teams even start at the 30. They'll go Tampa 2. The Saints in this situation, they run a version of a zone goal line defense, and that's why this play ends up winning. Okay, so just to go over the route combinations really quick, we're going to get a really simple runoff right here with 19. 17 is going to run an out and in, right? Some people call it a zig, some people call it a zag, some people call it a whip route, whatever you want to call it. I usually call it a whip route, so I guess I'll just stick with that. And then up at the top with Kendrick Bourne, he's going to run essentially the same thing, right? He's going to break this thing out and then come back in here. Now, the purpose of that route, and we'll see this, is to attract the attention of this defensive back. Once you press into him and work out, he's got no choice but to follow you, right? Once you work back in, that's going to open up that space. The key to this route also is George Kittle, right? Because he's going to work across the field right in between those the linebacker and the safety, and that's going to attract the attention of this cat. He's going to work down here to this to that whip route coming back inside. But that's where this route ends up working out, and it's an incredible ball from Jimmy G on this one too. He does a really good job with it. But again, like I said, I hate it. I hate going zone on the goal line, and this is why. Watch Kendrick Bourne at the top, right? He stems that thing out. That defender's got no choice but to run with him. And when he comes back inside, all you need is a good ball, right? That's a really good ball from Jimmy G, not taking anything away from him by any means, right? Boom, stems that thing outside. He gets that friction with that defensive back and then comes back inside for an easy catch. I just can't stand zone on the goal line. I just can't stand it. I'll never understand it. It just seems like a good way to get picked apart for an easy score. Blocking up front, man, Niners offensive line is just full of freaks. I love watching these guys game in and game out. They try to run a little stunt at the bottom, and your tackle just takes them and bullies them right down into that next defender on the line of scrimmage. Outstanding job across the board. That's McGlinchey on that. That dude is a freak. Guard gets worked a little bit on this one right here. Guard does end up getting worked just a little bit, but he ends up being all right. This ball's out quick, so it doesn't really hurt him. He ends up just kind of getting pushed back. Got to stay on your feet. Can't bend your shoulders. That's what happens on that. Can't dip your shoulders, excuse me. See how he's bending at the waist there? That is not the spot you want to be in as an NFL guard right there. That means you did something wrong. But you know what? He recovers just enough. Jimmy G gets that thing in there. Easy touchdown for the Niners. All right, fellas, next play we're taking a look at here is going to be the Emmanuel Sanders shot play. It's like a 75-yard touchdown. Really, really cool play. This play is so interesting to me, though, because the Saints actually defend it well. They're in the right spot. It just weird stuff happens when you're in the NFL and you have the best athletes in the world, and the ball's in the air, and it's a 50-50 shot or a 60-40 shot. Who cares what the AWS numbers are? Bottom line is that somebody's got to win it. Emmanuel Sanders, being a salty vet, he knows body positioning, he knows how to attack the ball in the air, and he knows when to stay on the ground, which is kind of why he ends up making this catch. But anyway, what I love about this is the pre-snap design from Shanahan, right? We're going to motion our tight end here. We're going to fake it to our running back coming out to the other side, making it look like, really they're making it look like wide zone, because their entire offensive line is giving that wide zone look, right? Where they're coming down here and they're really just kind of running flat down the line of scrimmage. What I love blocking wise about this is that they keep Kendrick Bourne into block, right? So that it makes it even more look like, hey, we're pounding the rock on this. Now what they do, it's really just a two-man route off of this, okay? Emmanuel Sanders is going to run a corner post, okay? It's a really simple double move, and then we're going to get a big crosser down here. I believe that's from Deebo Samuel. Now the Saints on this, because I do want to touch on what they're in. The Saints are in cover 3, all right? dead giveaway for cover 3 is when your boundary corner is locked up with the receiver at the bottom. Okay, then we're going to drop into our deep thirds right here. I believe you would classify this as cover 3 cloud since your corner is the one who is down. That would specify this as cover 3 cloud. Okay, now outstanding job from Emmanuel Sanders on this, and we'll see his corner, right? Boom, corner, and then to the post. Now the thing is that the Saints defend this well, right? That other corner, that other safety comes over the top on this to help guard it, right? It's just like I said, body positioning. It's body positioning and knowing how to attack that situation, right? Good ball from Jimmy G. Really good ball from Jimmy G. He's just kind of letting this thing fly. And again, it's not, like I said, it's not a dime in the bucket. This is also like a 60-yard throw. But like I said, I made a video a little while ago saying that you shouldn't worry about Jimmy G. And I could watch plays like this all day because it just toots my own horn, pumps my own tires. I mean, the dude is a stud, absolute stud. But again, the one thing that I do really want to point out on this play is the blocking from 84. It really makes this play, right? And when you talk about the Niners and their coaching and who they are as a team, everybody's playing for each other. Everybody's playing together. He kind of gets worked at the end there, but dude, it's a receiver on a D end. He did his job in the meantime, and it opened up a big time play for his receiver. Really good job from the Niners on this play. Just elite execution all across the board. Fellas, next play we're taking a look at, arguably my favorite play of the day. Nothing gets me going like a good run play, especially a good trap like this. It's simple. It's down to earth. It's gritty. It's everything you could ever want in a run play, especially in a gritty situation. We're talking goal line. You're bringing in your big dogs. You're not trying to give up points. This play is just an absolute work of art. So we're going to motion our receiver across the formation, but behind the line, behind the quarterback right here, right? We can already see that we're pointing this out. We're causing flow with these backers. Now, I don't think this works out exactly like the Niners thought, but it works out pretty damn close. All right. 74 is going to work up here, and he's actually going to get past this defensive back before he even knows where this ball's going. Before this defensive back even knows where the rock's at, 74 is by him, and he's really just kind of stepping on him right here and just kind of sealing him off. Outstanding job. Okay. Rest of the offensive line, we're working down here. We're working a combo with these two, probably up to this, right? 85, George Kittle, doing a really good job. He's widening a split a little bit on this pre-snap, and then he's getting up to this backer, and then we're going to trap with 75, okay? Just gorgeous, salt of the earth, old school trap, right? But you dress it up a little bit with some new school stuff, like a big motion like that, and it ends up creating just a beautiful crease for this dude to run through. Boom, look at that. Sorry, I just put the marker down. We're going to try that again. Okay? Ends up making a gorgeous crease. Boom. I mean, this is just easy stuff, man. This is awesome. This is good old school football that Shanahan's bringing out, and just a great job. Just a great job. Look at staying nice and tight to his line of scrimmage. This backer, and if there's anybody who's a running back watching this, always stay tight to your offensive lineman, right? It's so simple. It's so stupid to say. Stay as tight as humanly possible to these guys right here, okay? Because this is your crease right there, right? But if 31's any wider on this play is going to get stopped, right? They're tackled at like the 5, okay? But he stays nice and tight to his offensive lineman, and because of that, this backer overplays it, right? This backer right here, he overshoots it because he's so tight. He pops out here trying to give that running back a one-way go, right? But he's not quick enough. He creases this thing right there. We got 6. I mean, just a beautiful play from the 49ers. One of the reasons why they're so elite right now. But again, great execution across the board and an easy touchdown for 31 on that one. All right, guys, next play we're taking a look at here. Not a ton to break down on this. Really, I guess we can say is that it's cover 1 from the Saints, right? We're locked up across the board right here. They essentially run all under in a way. They run it like curls, I should say this, and then they break it off into an under once they see Jimmy G escape, right? Once he escapes like that, they start breaking across the field, trying to give him a lane to throw to. Like I was going to say, there really isn't a ton to break down on this, but it's really a testament to your quarterback, Jimmy G. right? Just a phenomenal job on this, right? Breaks the pocket. 74 doesn't really get smoked on this. He does a really good job recovering, and I love that about it. Really, the blocking is another one that, another highlight to be made on this play. 74 does give up a little bit of an inside move, but he does a great job accelerating his feet and just throwing this dude, right? Gets beat just a little bit right there. He gets on skis, right? But he accelerates the feet, pancakes that dude, gives a wide open lane for 10 to throw into. And man, if there's anybody who still questions Jimmy G, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what meds you need to take. I don't know what game film you need to watch. There's a reason why this dude was drafted by the Patriots. There's a reason why the 49ers gave this man his contract. This is a phenomenal job. Looking to break the pocket, keep the hips and shoulders downfield, and just laser one in there for a touchdown. Big time ball from Jimmy G. Good blocking up front too. 68, just fighting his balls off, trying to keep this dude up in front. Really good job. Really good job across the board from the Niners on this one. Just wanted to pump their tires a little bit. It was just pure athleticism. 10 getting rid of the ball. Phenomenal job. All right, guys, critical situation here. 4th down and 2 for the Niners. Everybody knows what's about to happen, but let me break it down for you because it's got a little bit more to it than meets the eye. A little bit more. All right, so the Saints are going to end up dropping off into a cover 2 look, but they're going to man up everything underneath, right? We're going to be manned here, and manned here. If I was a defensive coordinator, anytime I would see this look right here, this trips, this bunch, whatever you want to call it, it's really more of a bunch look than trips. Trips is just 3-by-1. I don't know if I would change my call to a zone, but there would definitely be some sort of adjustment on it. Because whenever you're in man and you have this look right here, it's just bad news because there's so much traffic that's going to be created. Okay, now 17 is going to come across the field like this. Is just going to run like a drag, like a crosser, essentially, just not deep, right? We're trying to get across the field. 84 is just going to clear out. Once again, you're not getting the rock on this one, but you're selling out for your boy. You're selling out for your teammate. Great route by 85. Comes up, and you'll see at the top of his route, chops his feet a little bit, gets a little hesitation, and then breaks this thing to the sidelines. A gorgeous execution of this play. It really was. Just phenomenal execution. Great blocking up front as well. You guys know I'm going to say that. Great block. Look at that. There's nobody within 3 yards, 4 yards of Jimmy G. I could make that throw. Probably not. I'm just kidding. Just a phenomenal play, and then of course the extraordinary effort at the end from Kittle. But again, we'll see on this how much this opens up because of this route combination. And you'll see 85 right at the top of his route. What I love about it is this little, oh, you can't see it from here. Let me rewind a little bit. What I love about it is the little chop that he gives at the top of his route, and we'll see it right here. Okay, just a little bit of hesitation right there. Boom. And then he breaks out outside. That's the key, though, right? If he just kind of rolls into that route, this thing's going to get knocked away. Great route by George Kittle. Good ball from Jimmy G. And again, the blocking up front was outstanding. In situations like this, and the reason why I'm not just throwing that out there, you don't know what the defense is going to bring, right? They could drop off. They could drop off with these two guys right here, and they could drop into a zone. They could do a ton of different things, okay? Offensive line stays strong, holds down their blocks, and gives a great lane for Jimmy G to throw to, and they're just ready to go, man. I love this offensive line. I really do. I can't say enough good things about them. Just a great job from this offensive line. Great execution from the Niners in general, and a big time win in New Orleans. So anyway, guys, that's about all I got for the videos today. Especially for you Niners fans. I know I haven't dropped anything for you guys in a while, so I had to get this one out. Massive game. Just trying to keep things quick, though, keep it clean, and keep you guys entertained. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys today on the Hook Cam. I will see you next time.